Mission accomplished. Oh shit, my drink. Oh no. I just set it down, knocked it over, but it has a lid. So, mission accomplished. Oh my god, I have nowhere to put my drink. Normally I don't mind holding it because it's so hot. But, oh gosh, I can't hold this in there. Put the phone down. Because... oh my god. If you're new to my channel, you're probably like, what is wrong with this lady? I'm definitely not your average bear. Like Yogi the Bear. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Kimberly. And this is my life. Perceived by me. So if you're new to the channel, you will find that I'm pretty cool people. I am actually living with I've been through a bit, especially these past few years, and what I've been through prior to these past few years, I just had, like most people, not the best dealt hands as a child, and that kind of sets the tone for the rest of your life. You learn everything from your parents and your family life. You're born a baby, you're born perfect and flawless. We all are. Tragically, there's some exceptions, but I'm just saying, just kind of in general. And it takes, we're programmed by society, by our parents, by just society in general. You have to conform, you have to follow the rules. There's laws, there's rules at school, there's rules, and you got to follow them. And if we just teach or give our kids the love they need and how they need it and their basic needs, love them, acknowledge them, spend some time with your kids, especially when they're young. Children listen. I'm so much more beneficial as a mom. And the tragic thing is I'm a mom without kids right now. I raised my grandbabies, and now with everything that's happened in my life, it's left me alone. I always had a big family in my house growing up, and I had 5 kids, and I took in a lot of extra kids. That's everything to me, is being a mom and just nurturing and taking care of kids. Well, actually, I love the elderly too, and I got that from when I was young too. My grandpa had a senior center. Shoot, you know what? There's Jack in a Box. Their line is long. But both Arthur and I did not eat today, and he doesn't like to eat at my house. But if I make him something, yeah, he's fine. But it's rough. There's no water at the house, so I wash dishes with the water I get right now in like washcloths or wipes, like a baby wipe, but then there's their cleansing wipes, like disinfectant wipes. And I don't know, I guess I'm getting used to it. The heat's pretty bad, but for a while I was living without any electricity and alone in the house when I'm not. I don't know, some people, people who are alone, they're cool with it. But those of us like me, a big baby, I'm used to people. And my house has been through a lot of memories. And it's weird because the sad ones, the memories that hurt the most, are the good memories. And so I spend my time, I purposely just try not to remember, the good feelings, the good memories, because I'm still grieving. My son, the bedroom I have now, it was a master bedroom. I gave it to my son, Christian. He's only 23, and I had his third baby boy. That was baby Ragnar. He was born December 20th, 2020. So 12/20/20. I lived in Barstow for a year. I was working out there. I was opening up a studio. This was back in the 90s. And for a year. And my phone number, I always wanted, whenever I got phone numbers, like a new phone number, I'd always want an easy number. I'd always want a good number, because you can't just pick your number. So they randomly give it to you, or they used to back then in the 90s. And I'm like, no, I don't like that number. I don't like the number, because I'm like, well, I told them, it is true though. I'm like, my daughter wasn't in kindergarten, but I said, my daughter's in kindergarten, and she probably was younger than that. But I'm like, she's in kindergarten, and I need a number easy for her to remember. So they came up with 256-2020, and that was back in the 90s. And hell yeah, I remember that number easily. So what was 2020? What was I talking about? Damn, what was I talking about? 2020. Remind me of the number. That's interesting. I have the baby Ragnar. Yeah, my baby Ragnar. And that's what, if you know my channel, I have my dog. I named him after my grandson in honor of my son, because I wasn't really a big fan of Ragnar. I'm like, son, really, Ragnar? Like, they're gonna call him Raggy. My son's very strong in his convictions, and no, he wanted Ragnar. And everybody, my son was a big guy. He was 6'4", and so and he was like the leader of their group, pretty much of the school. I mean, my son was very charismatic and very firm, I guess. So he was taken seriously. Right here, people would say, people are afraid of him. I'm like, what? I'm afraid of my two boys. I have two boys. And I'm like, what? They're angels, especially my Adrian. He's just a sweetheart. They're like, Mom, he's not a sweetheart. The kids would always call me Mom. Oh my God, it looks so close. Am I in the right parking lot? Oh my God, In-N-Out's closed? I passed up all... Oh my God. I thought In-N-Out was 24 hours. Dang it, I passed up all the other... Yeah, their sign's not open. That kind of means they're closed, right? It looks like the dining room's inside, but the outside's... I wish I'd known, so I'll have to go up all the way over there. Because In-N-Out, I love their menu. It's so simple, and it's not crazy expensive. Isn't it crazy how everything is so expensive, especially food? Oh my gosh, especially food. But one thing that's awesome, I think they're closed, but I'll drive to the drive-thru since I made it this far. they're just probably cleaning up. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, one thing that hasn't really changed is my thrift stores. You can get, oh my god, it's pretty much, yeah, it's dark. Let me flip it. It does not seem open, right? Yeah, no, they're closed. Good try though. Yeah, they're closed. I always thought In-N-Out was 24 hours. It's these kind of drive-thrus always reminds me of like It's a Small World. They're so funny. Yeah, they're closed. It's like an assembly. I'm a chicken. I should have asked if they're... I'm a big chicken. They can't be open though if their lights are off. I have to get Arthur something because he's obnoxious. And I forget that he gets really obnoxious and mean when he's hungry. I'm like, dang, a little, I'm like a little rude for no reason. Like, and I could put up with so much and then that's it. Then I catch it really fast. I can totally pick up people's moods and it's unsettling. And I have agoraphobia. And I have CPTSD and complex grief. And it's really, it messed up my already messed up life. I think I'll just go to Del Taco. There's a Del Taco at my house. But I know he's tired of Del Taco, but oh shit. But there's nothing else. What else is there? I don't know. Okay, let me get on the right freeway. Okay. Now, if they were really open, that would have been a bummer because I like In-N-Out, and oh my god, it's 1:40, so I'm not gonna get home till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I have to be back to pick my daughter up at 7:30. But I am. Wait, I'm gonna go down I think I'm gonna go down to get Del Taco now. I could skip, and actually it's good to fast, but since I'm out, might as well eat. But fasting, is Wendy's open? I usually don't like to eat this late at night. Food for Less is closed? I always thought Food for Less was 24 hours too. Man, I wonder if those 24-hour gyms, if they're really open 24 hours. Oh, Jack in the Box looks open. But, gosh, I don't care for the greasy foods. What a shame. I'm out right now in Victorville. It's where my daughter is staying. And it's cool to be out because I have like agoraphobia, and I have spent days, weeks, months like imprisoned in my room. And I don't know. Yeah, I've seen a psychiatrist and therapist, and I have like avoidance issues. It's really interesting to me because I'm very fascinated with psychology and the human body and everything, and just learning a lot about trauma, which my therapist told me, which is very profound. And it was at the beginning, like, of my my seeking help. I would say healing, but I'm still healing. that's something that I have yet to accomplish. But I am getting wiser, and I'm getting smarter and stronger, and the more pain and suffering that I endure, I believe it's part of the real healing process. And then it makes a lot of sense when they say, like, when you're grieving, you got to go through it to get, you got to go through it, and that's how you get healed. Oh my God, their light's not on. They're closed too. Wow. Wow, everybody's closed. Now Las Elizondas, they're open, but I don't think Arthur likes them. I don't know why. They are open. What does he eat though? Let me see. But do you think at a 24-hour place their meat would be fresh? It wouldn't. I don't know how that goes. This is like a restaurant. I took a shower at my friend's house today. I'm like really hesitant to say she's a friend, but she's a friend. I just don't want to go back to whatever I had. Okay, let me see what I want. Let me see. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay. Oh, just a minute, please. I'm looking at the menu right now. Mix chimichanga tortillas tacos. Oh man, burritos. Beef burrito. Mangoes, fresco soft drinks. Chicken nuggets, special 8 nuggets, fries, and small drink, white sauce, burritos, pico de gallo, lettuce, beef, cheese, green chili. Cheese burrito. Okay, just sent to cheese burrito. $7. Burritos, $7. Oh my God. Okay, the sopes, is that the sopes, carne asada?
Okay, carne asada sopa, anything else?
Yes, and a bean and cheese burrito with onions, please.
Okay.
And that's it. Or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oops. Oh my God, this hill's so hard to get up. I got him a carne asada soapy. I thought soapies were like soup or something, but it looked like fry bread with carne. I have no idea what it is, but it's meat. People like meat. I hope it's big. It was one of the cheapest things that in my burrito. Okay. I went into Circle K just to get a drink. An 89-cent drink. And it came out to $15. My daughter, I got a drink and I got an iced tea because I'm like, oh, they're only $1.09. Hey. So, I didn't even touch my drink yet. I'm so thirsty. But Arthur's been doing, he's been doing a lot of work around the house. And it's so nice because I don't have anybody showing up. As close as I am with my kids, it's understandable, but it's kind of disappointing. Like, you know, but I don't speak up and I don't ask for help. And I know it's because probably guilt and shame, because their dad and I did not have a good marriage.
Okay, 1452. Okay. You say sope in a village is with onions, right?
Yes.
Hot sauce?
Mild.
Okay.
So, you know, you only get one childhood, and I wish I knew then what I know now. Thank you. Because I just was, I don't know, it's like I don't hate myself, like I don't think bad about myself, because I know you know, I did the best that I could at the time, and you know, you don't know what you just don't know. I was so naive, oh my God. And my ex-husband, he was smooth. He's a good talker. And I'm just stating a fact. I mean, he's a 2-striker. He has 2 felons. In California, that means you get 3 strikes and you're out. 3 felony charges, you go to prison for life. For life. And this happened, I don't know when it happened, but a while ago, like in the 90s maybe. Maybe the 80s, I don't even know. So in all realities, if he should have moved to Texas, because just one thing wrong and you go to prison for life. Oh my God. And he spent a lot of his life in prison. He got convicted when he was a teenager in the 80s of murder. I met him when he just got out of prison, and Thank you. And that really says a lot to me now. I was when I met him, I was 20. Well, I married him in 97, so in December of 97, and I met him, I would say, in March of 97. And he just got out of prison. Like probably spending 10 years or something in prison for murder, maximum security. But he's so kind and so gentle and so caring and sweet. And not really knowing. Not really knowing anything about my trauma, my past. It's amazing. It's amazing that my life, turned out kind of bad, but it's amazing it didn't come out worse, because I was so naive and so trusting, and from an early age I was groomed, literally, by my dad to accept the unacceptable, to protect abusers, and you hold their secrets. So as a little child, having ugly things happen to you by the very person that's supposed to protect you, you're pretty fucked. There's not much help out there for kids. And my mom like enabled my dad, so, and she did the best she could. Because my mom, her childhood was unimaginable, honestly. I'm Indian. I'm half like Indian. It's like they judge us by the government. They place blood quotums on us, like they do horses. Like, purebreds, maybe dogs too. I think dogs have that. Yeah, purebreds, and I don't know, your bloodline. So, if it were, can I go? I think I could go. In comparison to an animal, I come from good quality bloodline. Well, my mom is a full-blooded San Carlos Apache. She's like the real deal. And oh, good, stop sign. It smells like oh yeah, there's a fire going on. The Big Bear's on fire. Okay, but my mom, yeah, she's a full-blood. It's pretty amazing because there's not a lot of people in my tribe. So, like, I was talking to the chairman about like the full-bloods, and he's like, "Oh, your mom's a full-blood," because that's a special thing. That's pretty rare. And I'm all like, "Really?" And he goes, take a picture. Okay, yeah, he said that there's, we don't get any money from my tribe, like the California Indians. My tribe's in Arizona. And the chairman, I was asking him about, because of blood quotums. Our tribe, only recognized a quarter blood. I'm half. My kids are quarters. My grandchildren, they're not registered with my tribe. The tribe doesn't recognize them, which is weird. You think a full-blooded Indian, at least within their lifetime, their offsprings should, their descendants, they should not benefit, but they should be recognized in a tribe, at least by living tribal members. guess maybe that because the tribe's gonna die out anyways, or the way they have it, and I'm sure it's intentional. The U.S. government was not very kind to Indians. No, not whatsoever. Unfortunately, that's there's a lot of stuff our government just should be ashamed of. The injustice. But yeah, I am the 8th generation. I come from 8 generations of Indian children being stolen by the government, like taken. This is 8 generations back, and placed in boarding schools with horrific conditions. So my mom didn't really grow up with parents in a family. She was like institutionalized throughout her whole childhood. My mom only has a 6th grade education. And that's what blows my mind with my dad. My dad left my mom in 1982. My mom, the house that I have right now that I'm living in, my mom got it. I'm sure my dad helped. My dad was an ex-real estate agent back, way long ago. And they got the house that I'm living in now, my house, from a federal grant. And it was for Indian children to get, Indian families to get, the government was giving them a grant to purchase a new house outside of the reservation, and it's for Indians with children. And this was in 1977. So I've lived in my house for over 50 years. I was 7 years old, and I'm going to be 54, so whatever the math is. And since 2005, I took over. Well, my brother and I did. My brother was living with me. My brother Vernon, and my ex-husband, my now ex-husband. We were married then. He got sent to prison for his second felony offense. And at that time in 2005, we had 3 kids together, and I had my one daughter, who I had previously. I had her in 1989. I was 19, and then I met my husband, and we got married. I met him, got married in 1997, and I had my first son with my first boy, and that was my Christian, in February 26, 1998. And then after that, my second child, Adrian, and he was I wanted a boy for my son, Christian. And you know what? When it came to kids, I picked it. I always got everything I wanted. I wanted to say the boys, my boys, the boys. And I wanted Christian to have a baby brother, and that was my Adrian. And he was the year 2000. It's like a year and a half apart. He was June of 2000. Then the next year was Isabella, and I had her December 17th, 2001. That's my Isabella. And then my youngest one, it took a while, I had a little break. She was a surprise baby, and she was my tiniest one, my little Priscilla. And I had her Priscilla in 2009. And it was, needless to say, it was a bit abusive in all aspects. So, I wonder if you can see the fire. Let me see if I can focus in. Earlier it was so surprised because normally you can't see nothing when you focus in on my phone. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, for sure. Whoa, it is so far away. That's Big Bear. But that, oops, I had it. Oh my Lord. There, that's the fire. That thing at the top. And Big Bear is not like it's really close. I'm shocked actually to be able to see it so clearly on my phone. Oh, I'm looking. I thought I lost it. This is trees in the way. Well, I'm just kind of rambling on. I don't know. I guess and really, I don't have like anyone to talk to. So, have you? And even though it's just really, it's just me kind of talking to myself because I don't hear your response. And if anyone's even there. But somehow it helps with that communication need, ironically. Even though I am just talking for myself. But talking for myself, it gets stuff out that otherwise would be stored in. And when you talk, it's like, it's no interruptions, and it puts my thoughts out there, and it kind of helps me see clearer. And even if I'm not getting any, it's not a two-way conversation. Like I don't get like your input or your input or your advice, or just like, or even just some, good or bad, like that foresight that someone that you get from another human being. Tomorrow I'm gonna, oh my God, I think I'm gonna do okay. One thing I'm really, with my agoraphobia, I mean, I spent a long time leaving my home, never leaving my room. Then I'm like, for 2 years, I didn't really see the sun. It's so weird to think about that. But agoraphobia, it's weird how we can catch these, like, human-made diseases. Or I don't know if it's a disease, but it's definitely a condition. It's like you're imprisoned in your own mind. Your mind's your prison. And as much as I can know that is not a good thing, I guess. It's the thing I want. Like, I don't want to not sleep at night. I don't want these urges or these feelings. I don't even know how to describe it. But I'm working on it. To me, I just think that, I don't know. I don't see like I'll be like this forever. But it is a really crazy thing to live with. That's the fire. That is so bright. It's so insane. It must be a raging fire. Because like I said, Big Bear is like probably like an hour away from here. And I actually see it better on my phone than I do in person on these houses. Well, hopefully, I know Arthur's going back today. And I'm gonna be alone. And we used to go out. We're just friends now, supporting each other. Oh my gosh, Caleb, I'm gonna stop for a second. There we go. Wow, okay, I want to get a good view of the fire. Oh, I don't have a good view. Damn, there's trees. Darn it, there's trees blocking me. There we go. Okay. Dang, that looks so close. That looks like the mountains right here. That's not Big Bear. That might be where my daughter's at. Oh my god, that looks super close. Oh my god. Oh, I cannot find it. Oops, there's a car coming, so I better. Oh, I'm gonna have to write my daughter, because my Isabella, who lived with me, when the police, when they called on us, and then we got the eviction papers, she got spooked, and she left right when the eviction notice came. And you still have like the eviction notice, you still have time. But she's young, and she's all, what the hell, she's a new mom, and she ain't gonna take no chances. They left the very next day. And oh man, it's you know what, I'm better today. But I do have a friend, you know, so I'm not quite alone. And I have my dog. And I'm trying every day to make friends. And now I have a relationship with my youngest daughter again. She's been alienated from me. And that's been hell. That's 2019. Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I gotta be up to take her. God, I'm gonna take my sleeping pills now. I hope he's still awake, because I know he was starving. I left him at Tom's house.